I'm really excited about this video because this is a video that could potentially actually change your life for the better in so many different ways, and it's so easy to do. Okay, so I want to start off by bringing up my first screen here. That is, I'm going to show you a fun way to start making new habits, and this in itself can actually just change your world. And the thing is, it's so easy. It's called the Seinfeld Strategy. So some of you may have heard this before, but I'm going to talk about this story about a young aspiring comedian that ran into Jerry Seinfeld when he was actually still at his prime, and basically asked Jerry Seinfeld, hey, do you have any tips for a up and coming comedian? And Jerry Seinfeld gave him a tip that has basically even changed my life, and it does so many great things for just a simple mind hack. And it's something that a lot of elementary school teachers, preschool teachers, and even kindergarten teachers for younger ages have been using for years. And it's a strategy called, I call it the Seinfeld strategy, or some people call it the chain strategy. And the idea is not to break a chain. So I'm going to tell you right now, it's basically 99 cents to go ahead and do this strategy. I went to the dollar store, got this for like 99 cents or $1, and it's a simple calendar. And as you can see, it has X's across every single day. Now, my strategy right now is to do 100 videos in 100 days, one per day, not breaking the chain at all. So every day I make a video, I get my red pen, and I basically will then make a mark right on the day to complete this. And here's a psychological mind hack to this, is that once you start this, you don't want to have a break in it. And the thing is, how simple it is to do something like this is pretty incredible. So just get yourself a calendar. In fact, you can even draw your own. Literally, I just started drawing this. So basically, it's just a bunch of squares. I used a ruler and a pencil, and I just made this. And basically you can start marking off your own too, and you just count it out, you want to do it. And it's the same type of chart that they used to use when you maybe used a gold star chart. Every time you did something, you put a gold star every day. If you behaved maybe or didn't interrupt, teacher would give you a gold star. You can put it on the chart. And the whole thing is, again, or not being tardy. I guess that's another one that was used. You don't want to break the chain. And it's so simple. For me, I use this strategy even for exercise or doing planks. So every day I would actually go ahead and do planks. And the one thing I did now is I don't even use a calendar per se. I even just take screenshots. So every day I have a screenshot of the time that I've done my plank for. And I want to make sure that I never break the chain. Now, these little exercises have done wonders for my back. And this strategy now being used to make 100 videos in 100 days has been absolutely phenomenal. So one thing, it is actually kind of a fun way to do it, because making a little mark on a calendar, how silly it sounds, but it is fun and it is actually rewarding. You get that little endorphin rush that you kept up with your strategy, or that you're keeping with your habit. So that's one thing, really a fun way to start. This is the next thing I want to bring is, it's effective way to actually help stop procrastination. Because if you've been putting off something and you're not doing it every day, well, you can go ahead and start doing this now. That makes a big difference. And I would highly recommend that you try this. And like I said, you don't even need to buy a calendar. And I went actually to go buy a calendar because I wanted something to mark and hang on the wall and to start doing it. So this is actually a physical calendar to make my marks, because it is that effective. And like I said, you can even print it. Just go ahead and print one. There's so many calendars you can print online. Go ahead and do that. But whatever you do, start something, use this system. And even if it's something that you're not going to do every day, and I recommend it every day. Every day if you're trying to cut back on sugar, every day, or maybe you're cutting back on Starbucks, whatever. Every day that you don't drink a Starbucks, you're going to cross it off. Or every day that you don't have your favorite donut, or I don't know, whatever it might be. It is so effective by just having the chain start that you don't want to break it. Waking up on time, that's another thing. But exercising, all those other things, those all make a big difference. And the last thing, it is the easiest. Again, I mentioned it earlier, easiest motivational mind trick ever. I highly recommend taking a look at this strategy and just think about how easy it might be for you to start a new habit. If you are going into YouTube, then what you want to do is every single day, maybe start writing down or start studying something that you're going to go into your niche, because you want to have a whole bunch of stuff lined up before you even begin, because you don't want to be tied up on it. Like I said, once you start it, you don't want to break the chain. So you want to have a whole line of, I don't know, maybe strategies. So every day write something down about what you're going to do and how you're going to do it. Goal setting. It even helps with budgeting. It's really, really effective in saying that every day that you don't actually spend on something that you might normally spend, or every day that you can actually save a little more, you can put something away, whatever it might be that you're trying to accomplish. Something this simple creates amazing habits. And I highly recommend looking into this. I mean, like I said, it's called the Seinfeld Strategy for some people. Others, it's called the Don't Break the Chain or the Chain Strategy. There's so many different ways to, but this little mind hack can really be effective in changing so many things in your life. So I love to hear your comments below. Write it right in the comment. What are you going to want to challenge yourself for? Is it waking up earlier every day? Is it eating healthier? Maybe one fruit a day? Is it going walking, running, or maybe if for those of you who are in a relationship, tell your spouse or your loved one that you love them every day. Give them a hug. I did try putting down that I was going to give my wife a 15-minute massage every day, and unfortunately that chain broke pretty quick. So I got to get back into speed on that. But nonetheless, that's a poor excuse. I should start a different chain, maybe start a different calendar on that, because she loves massages, and just a 10 or 15-minute massage every day can really give you quality time to talk. And also, it's a good way to just to bond. So that was one thing that I wanted to go ahead and start doing. But there's so many different things. I should start like maybe multiple calendars. Now, with one calendar, what you can do is you can actually use multiple pens. Maybe the red is for your money goals, and the black would be for your exercise goals. So you just make a mark one way and another way, maybe up and down. And every day just keep it so you have a pattern that's going, so you can keep up 3 different habits. And give yourself 30 days. Now, the one thing that's a big caveat to this is that you need to make sure that it is something that is achievable and inspirational to you and not an overly far stretch. Now, my 100 videos in 100 days is really, really tough. How hard some of my goals are in doing it, or even exercising every day, had been really tough. There was a time I was running 3 miles a day, and unfortunately I have Achilles issues now that I can't go running, but I need to start walking every day because I'm watching some of my videos and I don't like what I see, so I'm going to start fixing that as well. But this is the mind hack that I use to stay motivated to do things, and it's just that simple. Like when 11 o'clock comes and my video's not up yet, and I know that I need to make a mark on that calendar, it really gets me going. So I'd love to hear, again, your comments. What are things that you can do? Have you tried something like this? Like, what are the obstacles that come about with certain things? Now, also, don't make buying a calendar the big obstacle for yourself, because I know that is a possibility. I've actually done that myself, where, I got to buy the calendar before I get started. Don't do that. Go ahead, and if you want to get started on something right away, just get a piece of paper and just line it yourself and start making marks on it and do dates on it and go ahead and work on it that way. Or I don't know about doing it digitally. There's something about using a pen on a piece of calendar that makes a big difference. Anyway, that's enough for today. I just want to say thank you guys so much for all your support, all the nice comments that's been coming in. The channel has been growing nicely. I've been keeping on moving forward. And tomorrow's video is going to be about a very special budgeting technique that helped us save like $50,000 in 2 years. And it's kind of controversial. Some people will say it's completely lame of the way we did it, but nonetheless, it worked. And if you want to hear more about that, check out tomorrow's video. Thanks so much for watching.